Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now it's time 7 p.m. Let's start today's lecture. We start with a Buddhist greeting with the gassho, forming, merging of palm. So we have some newcomers. So shall we start with self-introduction in a brief manner. Today I'm the speaker, Yuichi. I'm from Japan. Nice to meet you. Okay, Gary.
Okay, Gary, I started attending the temple and also the library, the TV library about 3 years ago. And so I joined about 2 years ago.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm Vita, and I encountered this Buddhism when I was a student at UCLA, and I've been studying medicine since, so I'm very happy to be here.
I'm Miriam, and I've only been coming here, I guess, about 3 months, but I did join.
My name is Hiro, research teacher. Comes from Japan in this year's January.
I'm not. I came here last November. I'm the teacher. Yes.
I'm from Nepal, but I live in New Zealand, so I just joined with this Hi, so I'm Melanie. I'm French. I come in LA for 3 months, and I discovered showing Buddhism in China.
My name is Ivy. I'm from China and I live in France. I had a lot of time to research by my own online, like Pure and Buddhism, and I've seen a lot of videos of Master Qinggong, so I wanna get deep about Buddhism. Thank you.
Thank you. So Melanie and Ivy. Ivy. So on Thursday meeting, we have been discussing about one parable which Shakyamuni Buddha taught, and this is the picture of this parable. If I have time, I want to show a short video about the outline of this parable. But anyway, here is a tiger, and one person is hanging from a pine tree with a wisteria vine, and below him there is a deep ocean, and there are 3 dragons. One is black, one is blue, one is red and black. 3 kinds of dragons. And we have been learning the meaning of each element, what this tiger means, what does pine tree means, what does the wisteria vine means. And today's topic is the meaning of the deep ocean. In the middle page, we advertise today's theme as Buddha's teaching on how hell is created by our mind and so changeable. So the content of today's lecture is summarized in this. The answer is written already, but I want to explain and elaborate this. And today we're going to have a discussion time, group discussion time, after 20 minutes. So discussion is about 15 minutes, and then tea break, and we start second part, and then again 10 minutes group discussion. So today's theme is the hell. I thought this topic sounds very negative to people in the United States, but as a matter of fact, many people showed interest on Meetup page and Facebook. Many people click like. So I got a little confidence. In Buddhism, hell is taught in Sanskrit originally. It's called Naraka or Naraka. Naraka means the realm of suffering, where people have to suffer a lot. I think people use the word hell very casually. When people have to suffer a lot in this lifetime, they use the word hell. I'm from Japan. In Japan, so want to use example of Japan. There are examination hell. Do you understand what kind of hell it is? A lot of high school students have to suffer when they become third grade of high school, because they have to prepare and study a lot in preparation for the examination, entrance examination of college. And what kind of hell do you come up with in this life? Any hell in this life, Vita?
Like when we go broke, we are broke and we have no more money. So people say financial crisis.
In Japan, they say loan shark hell. Because they're very strict about getting back the money. So the realm of suffering, which is hell, does not only exist in the afterlife, but also it exists in this lifetime. Like, you know the word living hell. There was once a mother and daughter. One day, daughter came home from a date, looking sad. And she said, "Mother, my boyfriend Jeff proposed to me an hour ago." And mother asked, "That's good, but then why do you look sad?" And the daughter said, "Mom, because he said he's an atheist, and he doesn't even believe in the hell. He doesn't even believe there's a hell." And mother replies, "Marry him anyway. Between two of us, we're going to show him how wrong he is." Many people experience such a living hell after marriage. Some people say, "This is a man," maybe a woman, I don't know. I didn't know what true happiness is until I got married, but it was too late. Do you get it? Anyway, Shakyamuni Buddha expounded in great detail about hell in many number of sutras. And many great masters of Buddhism, like Nagarjuna or Vasubandhu or Master Genshin, they all gave very graphical description about hell in their work, in their books. But some people look down on Buddhism hearing such story about hell. They say the story of the hell sounds like kindergarten style or childish or milk and cookie affair, because Buddhism teaches that there are such a monster in the hell, and they sever your body and burn your body, or simmer your body in a big cauldron. Hearing this, people just turn it down, and that's why I don't like Buddhism. Sounds so childish. But we have to understand how difficult it is to understand the wisdom of Buddha. Wisdom of Buddha, which can be called truth, is beyond human capability. Buddha himself knew this. So after getting enlightenment of Buddha, here Buddha means Shakyamuni, historical Buddha on this earth planet. Shakyamuni Buddha once thought of committing suicide because he felt hopeless. Even if he shared the teaching, he thought nobody would understand this. Then there's no meaning for his existence. So he even thought of committing suicide. That shows how unfathomable the truth of the teaching of Buddhism is. But anyway, Shakyamuni decided to share the teaching, so that's why we can listen to Buddhism today. But he thought many expedient means or provisional means to guide people to the truth, such as many analogies or metaphors or parables. This parable is one of them. So such story about the hare is also Shakyamuni Buddha's expedient means to guide people to the truth. So now I'd like to explain one description of the hare. It's called the hare of revival. The least harsh of the 8 major narakas. By the way, Buddha taught 8 major narakas. There are 8. This is the least harsh one, the hare of revival. 1 day and 1 night is the equivalent to 9 million years of the human realm, and beings here live for 500 years. It is taught that beings in this realm are born with hands consisting entirely of iron claws, and they tear each other's flesh apart. In this realm, when 2 people meet with each other, huge, deep grudge and hatred arises in their mind, and they start fighting. And they tearing each other's flesh. There are a lot of bloodshed, and all the flesh, most of the flesh torn from the body. And finally, 2 of them become just skeleton. And most of the hell comes up and crushed all the skeleton and become small or become pieces of bones. And at that moment, one cool wind blows, and then all the flesh and blood come back to the original state. And then they start the fight again. And they repeat this limitlessly. Does it sound like fairy tale? But Buddha taught this. And I like to mention, or I'd like to reflect upon our mind, the working of our mind, especially when we are doing bad deeds. One example is our quarrel, and there are many cases of quarrels between couples. This is one example. To save my voice, somebody can take the role of Anita. This is wife. And Pablo is husband. Okay, Anita. And the husband, Gary.
I still can't get over the fact that you forgot our anniversary. Seriously, how is it even possible that you forgot our anniversary?
Oh, sorry, it takes a little time. Oh,
Hey, I thought we'd been through this last night. I already said I'm sorry. I promised it would never happen again.
Oh, of course, promise. I'm tired of hearing that word from you because it reminds me so much of how good you are at breaking them.
Do you always have to make a big deal out of everything?
No, but it hurts like hell when the man you married doesn't remember the day that he married you.
For goodness sake, Anita, it's just another day on the calendar.
What did you say?
I said that you could just forget about the damn thing.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
And you have any idea what you're talking about?
The ironclad will come.
Uh,
Gosh, you're unbelievable. Leave.
that's okay.
I'm happy to.
Yeah, thank you. If it's in actual situation, it becomes more fierce. So here the couple are a little too gentle.
Yeah,
Gentle. But in such a case, each one fuel the oil to the fire, and the fire becomes bigger and bigger. And at the end, husband had to leave. Maybe he has to spend one night outside. I don't know what will happen the next morning, but usually next day, they behave as if nothing had happened. I'm a little running out of time, but let me show you one more example. This is a little useful. Once there was a quarrelsome couple who ran a sweet shop. One day they started arguing over some trivial matter as usual. The shouting match escalated until the husband until the husband vowed to kill his wife, and she yelled back defiantly, "Fine, go out and kill me." Then a priest from the local temple happened by and saw they were at it again. "What's all this?" he said. "Don't make such a spectacle of yourself. See, children are staring. Stop this fighting." Despite the priest's efforts at mediation, the husband stuck to his guns. "Priest, I've had it up to here. Today's the day I beat her to death. Don't try to stop me." The wife is no better. In a frenzy, she snapped at the priest to leave them alone, then taunted her husband, "Now kill me if you can." The priest shrugged I tried, but if you too won't listen to reason, there's nothing I can do. Suit yourselves then, kill and be killed. He grabbed some of the sweets in the store and threw them to the gawking children. Here you go, kids. These, these are yours. All you want. Aghast, the couple rushed over to the priest. What are you doing? If you do that, what will happen to our business tomorrow? Your business? He echoed. What about what you just said? Tomorrow, one of you will be dead, and the other will be in a prison, a murderer. You'll have no use for these sweets then. The husband said, "Never mind. Well, tonight we mean to kiss and make up." So this is what most couples repeat every day. And Buddha knew this, and while we are in this situation, we have to look at our own mind. What kind of mindset do we have at that time? Actually, we are killing the other person. In this case, the husband and wife were killing the other person verbally. But actually in our mind, because the speech is controlled by our mind, like this. No. So there's no illustration, but Buddhism evaluates human being in three ways: by speech and deeds of the body and deeds of the mind. What we think, what kind of idea, thought we conceive. And all the teaching of Buddhism is based on the law of cause and effect. And this is the law of cause and effect. Good causes produce good effects. Bad causes produce bad effects. Own causes produce own effect. So if you have a bad thought in your mind, this will produce bad effects, surely. And there is no exception to this. So time is up for the part 1 of this lecture. Now we'd like to start the group discussion. Okay, Vita, can you make some group here?
Yeah, so you will have a group here, so this is necessary to have difficult questions to answer it, and you have a group here.
And I'd like to give you a question. The question is, how our bad deeds in our mind creates our suffering? How our evil idea creates suffering to us? How? This is the question. Okay, please watch the part 2.